videos or audio recordings or photographs to be taken without the Commission's permission. Everyone is expected to conduct themselves with dignity and respect, and the Commissioners also undertake to treat every witness appearing before us with fairness and courtesy. I will ask our Secretary now to administer the oath to you, Mr. Adam.
Raise your right hand. I swear
I swear
by Almighty God
by the Almighty God
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give to this commission
I should give to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth,
nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So God help me God.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Adam. I will pass on to Commissioner Zat. She will lead the questions this afternoon.
Can I say one comment, please, Madam Chair?
Sure.
Just correction of my name on the sites, Hughes.
ES, use.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's not you, it's use.
That's right.
Thank you.
Mr. Adam, would you like to proceed in English or Creole?
Either.
We'll continue in English since you're comfortable with that, yes.
Good afternoon and thank you for coming. Can you please state your name and profession for the record?
Hugues Nicolas Adam.
What is your profession?
Executive Director at Glenmarine Limited.
How long have you been in that position?
Previously Managing Director, now Executive Director for 24 years, on the 24th year now.
I beg your pardon?
On the 24th year, already
24
23,
years.
going on 24.
Okay. Now, how long has Glenmarine operated in Seychelles as a business?
Glenmarine was created about 32 or 33 years, from 1994, and we've been operated since then, about 32 years.
Can you please describe the functions of Glenmarine?
Our main function in the port is the stevedoring, the shore handling, and we've also got a plant section which we hire machinery and trucks, etc., to carry containers, hire of cranes, etc.
Now, can you explain to the Commission what your company does in simple terms? What your role is basically when a ship arrives in Seychelles with cargo for your client?
When the ship arrives, we have a request from the shipping agent representing the shipping line to unload the vessel and then do the necessary transaction to release the containers when all documentation from custom is approved. Okay. With no container or cargo would leave port without custom doing its proper activities.
When it comes to CCCL, when it imported explosives, what was your company's specific role?
When there is dangerous cargo, we receive the notice from the shipping agent through the manifest, and then there is special arrangements for very dangerous cargo like the 1.1, etc. 1.1, yes, which is explosive. And our regulation is that the cargo has to leave port within the same few hours after that. It would not stay in the port for a day.
Did you ever handle customs paperwork on behalf of CCCL?
No, we are not a clearing agent, and the only thing that we receive from any client, not only CCCL, is that there's a gate pass, and if they have paid their D&DO, that they have to pay us for the shore handling, and then the gate pass, the client has a choice whether to open their container in the port or to take their container out.
Okay.
For the container going out, they would hand the gate pass to whoever the transporting company they would have chosen.
What does D&DO mean?
Declaration of It's governed by a law, and part of it goes to the Port Authority. It's this declaration and disposal order. And we collect that fund, which partly goes to Port Authority, partly goes to Land Marine.
Now, what documentation, permits, or any other paperwork were involved in that procedure?
Any cargo that needs to go out, they have to do their bill through custom, and custom has to give them a gate pass, and Land Marine also has to provide a gate pass, and then the container can leave the port. And in the case of dangerous cargo, this has to be done before, because it cannot stay in the port for long.
Now, your shore handling unit, is that the unit responsible for the movement of containers from the port to the consignee?
No, it's the plant section, because they hold, they organize the truck. So the client would choose if they want Land Marine, they would bring the gate pass to Land Marine. If they want to take it to another company, they would go to another company.
Now, can you produce for the Commission today all records from your company relating to any imports that you've handled for CCCL explosives, such as the imports from 2013 to December 2023?
No, according to the SOMAN, it mentioned 2018 to 22 or 23, and that's the information I got.
Okay. But do you have the records as far back as 2013?
I can try and see, but it all depends.
It's okay, we will accept what you have.
Yes, I brought this with me, but this is not all the container, because sometimes CCL would bring cement or other cargo.
Okay.
This I haven't. I brought for the dangerous cargo.
That's okay, because we are specifically
Yes.
I'm interested in
That's right.
explosives containers. Now, looking at your records, where all of CCCL's explosives imports accompanied by a valid permit from the Commissioner of Police?
I wouldn't know, because this is a customs duty to verify that. As soon as they've issued their gate pass, that's where we start.
Okay. Are you aware whether there were any imports where the quantity on the permit did not match the quantity that actually arrived?
We would
you
not know
You
that.
would not know.
The gate pass is for one full container, and the content and the amount in there is not of our concern.
Were there any consignments of CCCL that raised any flag of concern for you?
No.
Over the years that you've handled CCCL's containers, did you ever notice a change in the pattern of imports?
When I look at the statistics from 2018, it's more or less like 2 containers, and I think there is a year that there was only 1 container of that category.
Okay. So you cannot state whether there was an increase in the imports?
No.
Now, after you had moved containers for CCCL, if they chose your company as a transporting company, did you have, once you had delivered the consignment at the destination, did you have any further contact with CCCL, for example, about what happened to the explosives?
No. They would just tell us when the container is empty, and we would bring it back to the port. And on the statistic, it shows exactly what time it left, what time it was landed, what time it left, and what time the container was returned to the port.
So did your involvement end upon delivery there if they chose you? Did you say that?
Correct.
Over the years that you've worked with CCCL, handling their containers, was there anything that struck you as odd or unusual?
No.
Has there ever been any consignment that came in through the ports that you handled, in respect of which you felt uneasy about?
Any consignment coming through the port, it's a duty of the custom to verify if there is any issues. The only alarm that it would raise to us if there is a leaking container, then we had to investigate with collaboration with custom.
Has there ever been any conversations raised to your awareness that stayed with you about the safety or security of any containers destined for CCCL?
No, not CCCL.
There have been for other consignees?
There was one incident that a container caught fire, but it was other material that was in there, not CCCL.
Not CCCL. In relation to CCCL imports, has anyone at any time asked you to do something that you were not comfortable with?
I would not do it, but it didn't happen.
Following the explosion of December 2023, were you ever contacted by any person, the police, CCCL, any government official, in connection with import records or container handling records?
The first people were yourself.
Were you asked to produce any documents to any entity?
No.
Apart from the Commission of Inquiry?
Commission, I just provided the containers that arrived.
Not even the police?
No.
That's it. That's my questions.
Thank you, Mr. Adam. We understand from the customs officer that came earlier that they do not have a technical person to inspect consignments of dangerous or hazardous goods. That's correct? And therefore that those goods are not inspected, right? So would you agree with us that there ought to be such a person to inspect the consignment?
I would presume, Madam Chair, that this should be done outside the port.
Outside the port or
Because inside the port, this is why we don't want it to stay long, because it's already declared as a dangerous cargo.
Yeah.
And we have the CPEC next door, we have a lot of containers. So if there was any inspection to be done, it should be done outside in a specific place.
But not by customs?
Well, I guess
By
customs has the
but somewhere else,
jurisdiction
yes.
of doing it.
Yes, but under customs declaration.
Definitely, yes.
Otherwise, they don't know really what is coming in. And for me, the concern is whether those explosives are in poor condition or deteriorating condition, you're allowing them in without an inspection,
Yeah.
right?
But this has nothing to do with Land Marine.
So you also mentioned that you transport the consignment to the importer's designation, right? Under the law, it requires a transport permit. Do you have that permit?
Usually, they would, the police would organize that the container is transported under their supervision. Because
the police
I presume
they escort the
yes,
escort.
Yes, yes. I'm not sure that all the time it's been done, but I guess it has been done.
Okay. But you, as the transporter,
Yes.
are you aware that the Explosives Act is very specific, that to transport explosives you need a transport license permit?
No.
I think it's Section 15 of the Explosives Act.
Yes.
Okay, so the law says you do need a permit before moving them from the port to the
But I would
importers.
presume it is done by the client, and so we just provide the transport.
But you, as the transporter, is something that you need to be aware of, that
Okay.
you have the responsibility to ensure, because we have not seen any permits from CCCL. We're hoping they do show up, but we have not seen any transport permits. So I'm just asking you, because you've told us you're the transporter.
Yes.
And
But we have not only, it has not always been us, and it has happened that others.
so how long were you transporting for CCCL?
I think on the file here, I seen one other person that has done it.
Has
One
also
other
done it.
transporter, and
Okay.
you will see the name there.
So it's not very clear, like you said, whose role it is to
Yes.
obtain a transportation permit.
I guess I would presume that custom, before releasing, would have checked the permit from the commissioner of police or whoever
Yeah.
gives the permit. And
We understand that the only thing they look for is the importation permit. So, and that's what they look for, and that's what they have in the documents that they've availed to us.
yes,
But once they're cleared, they don't even know where they go, other than what's on the documentation. So, okay, so you can confirm that you definitely have not had or not obtained a transportation permit.
I have to check if that was produced to our plan section.
Okay,
I'm not sure here,
Sure.
but I
And-
can confirm that I will find out if usually when somebody with dangerous cargo brings that permit along.
Thank you. And you will, within the next few days, avail the
If there has
commission
been, I will.
with any,
I
yes.
will.
So
Or
if-
in some cases, there was police escort. So
Yes, we're aware of the police escort.
yes,
Except we're not aware or have not been provided any documentation in relation to the transport permit.
okay.
So the assumption we would take is if we don't hear from you and if you don't produce that permit, is that there was or is none, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Mr. Rupu?
Mr. Adler,
Afternoon, sir.
there's an allegation that one of your truck driver was sacked soon after the Cccl explosion. Is it a coincidence or it has something else? And I will not mention his name unless you want to.
There was an allegation, and he was one of the truck drivers, but he resigned in 2026. 27, his resignation took effect 27 February 2026. If the one that is alleged to have made an allegation about a dangerous cargo. But I cannot see how a driver would know exactly what is in a container, because he is given a gate pass, and on that gate pass, there is not much information that he would. But that driver in particular left the company in 2026, and I think the explosion was in 2023.
Okay.
Is there anything else, Mr. Rupu?
That's
all? Is there anything else that you wish to tell us, Mr. Adam, in relation to this?
No,
Anything else the Commission should know? No?
that's all I know.
Thank you very much for your time, and we will just formally produce on the record the documents that you are availing to us. I think we will mark them as Exhibit F. Thank you for your time. You may
Pleasure.
be excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate